Is it even legal to spread ashes to Five Guys? I would imagine probably not. One thick tear wells in their eye. To this day, whenever I smell pancakes, I remember vividly my mother's love for me. As a tear falls from their eye, it's in its place, it sweeps away the tan that was once so prominent. Looks of sympathy are all across the table as the stranger continues to prattle on about their fake mother's good, righteous life. Something in me feels like it's a lost battle that should have been an easy victory. The stranger closes their chest, squeezing their eyes closed. The stranger's voice wavers as they dramatically deliver the next line. May God look down upon our poor souls and forgive us for our sins of living. Oh! Aunt Lissa perks up, looking at my other two relatives. Was that? Totally was. Bro, that was a sick impersonation. Oh no. Landon quickly fiddles with his phone, racing it up in the filming position. Oh man, can you do that again? I gotta get it for the cast. Did you see the newest season? It was just so amazing how they covered the subtopic of family trauma. Really makes you think when bad times come, who knows you better than your family? Landon nods thoughtfully. As you know, it's unsafe for an alpha male. Oh no, please. Please. I knew he was giving those vibes. I just didn't want to say it though. Yeah, but alone in my 74th floor condo that day, I was feeling it. Can we, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm just like, bro, like, what is going on? The executor squeaks out nervously. Like, literally, name any other show that talk about topics like that. There are plenty. Very brave of them, I'd say. Even Mauve has seen it? Am I really that out of the loop? I feel a desperation to get on my relative's good side. My father's wealth and legacy is tied up in this after all. Of course, so brave. That's the show that is, on, streaming, right? Why would you even try to chime in? This is so dumb. I cringe expecting the worst. Oh, you seen it too? Just say no, I've seen trailers. The Feet Fanatics will go wild whenever I talk about an episode on the Feet Fanatics server. He leans over to Grandma Mauve. Granny, a server is like MSN, but a blank look drifts across Mauve's face. It's like text messages. The blank look remains on Mauve. Like a pager? Still no dice. Like the telegram? A flash of recognition sweeps Mauve's face. Just how, that's what I was about to say. Like, bro, how old is she? The third episode of the 5th season was so wild. When he found the body of the 7th crime lord and had to investigate, and they introduced Gerald's nephew's best friend Carl. I really don't care about this, bro. I don't care about this show y'all talking about. Oh, definitely, Carl really shook the Feet Fanatics, sending them into the debate frenzy. Like, y'all all irritating me. Oh no, with Carl, they would be introducing the first openly gay man to marry a woman on TV. Seriously, so forward thinking of them. How? Listen, nods. Love is love. I see no difference. I am disgusted. Cause what is this conversation? I am so utterly confused that I'm not even gonna comment. I'm just gonna keep reading. And then when the creature appeared in the 2nd episode of season 2, that was so mind-blowing. I heard they did it all with AI. Didn't need any artists to make it. So creative. Oh, this is truly brain rot. This is brain rot right here. Creatures? I thought they were talking about detective show. Yeah, with the creature with the eyes. I love seeing it. The one with the public voted out 3 weeks ago? Lethan gives a judgmental side look in Aunt Lissa's direction, who returns it. Are you really 3 weeks behind? Yeah, I got some catching up to do. I laugh nervously, hoping my lies won't be caught. This is why you just shouldn't lie. It's so stupid, bro. Aunt Lisa looks at me. Who's your favorite character? There's no way this can go worse. Thank God the stranger is here to cut in the middle and make things about themselves again. That was so regularly frustrating. It's finally a blessing in this situation. Oh, what was so regularly frustrating? I turned to the stranger expecting them to cut in with their favorite character. They were sweating and pale. The stranger's faces frozen in the same smile as before, but there is pain behind their eyes. I don't think the stranger has seen the show either. They are thrown off. This is my chance to get the upper hand. And it's really not, because you don't know anything either. We'll just survive together. Well, we're definitely not going to keep talking. You're just going to dig yourself into a hole. Let him squirm. As weird and awful as the situation is, watching a stranger squirm feels fulfilling. You know, I really like to learn who's Jim's favorite character is. You turn to the stranger, waiting for whatever response they can cook up. The stranger's eyes start to water and they sniff loudly. I'm getting kind of nervous about where they might be going with this. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have asked. The stranger continues to sniff even louder. Oh my gosh. Don't piss me off, bro. I'm so sorry. I have to be honest with everyone here. My conscience simply can't stand it any longer. Did they finally get them? What did they... They sniff louder once more. I do not own a TV.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I think I heard Aunt Lisa. Audibly gasp. Times have been hard since Dad passed. What? Are you kidding me? And we were unable to pay off the TV before he passed. So the men, they came and took it away. What man is coming and taking away your TV? So now, I just listen to radio. The stranger looks around. Jonathan's eyes becoming all the more large and watery. The AM radio. We can't even afford PM radio. Not even XM. Alyssa whispers incredulously to herself. The rest of the family members look surely heartbroken for the stranger. A sense of defeat washes over me. Can we please get back to business here? The executor's eyes are getting a little watery. His hands holding the wheel start to shake. I think it's best that we move on. He clears his throat, attempting to emotionally settle himself. Bro, how old is you? Dude. That jacket looks big on you. Like, I thought this before, but I just didn't say it out loud. And what is up with that lampshade? I can almost feel the one strand of rope holding him together, starting to fray. All of us are silently watching Executor as he desperately breathes quickly. We glance at each other. I'm not really sure what to do. A part of me feels a bit bad for the stress the Executor is under. His tears begin to fall thick from his face. Oh, let it into the shaking paper in his hands. His trembling hands sift through the papers as he attempts to calm himself. Paper after paper being hit with heavy tears, snot bubbling disgracefully. We all watch in silence. The stranger taps their foot impatiently. Oh my gosh, the executor sobs and sobs. He must have gone through his 12th page at this point. Lethan holds his phone vertically towards the executor. Oh no! The executor exclaims, looking around. Everyone averts their eyes, not wanting to get involved. Even a stranger who was once so approval hungry. I guess nobody wants to bother with helping this mess. The executor gets more frazzled, dropping more papers at his feet. I'll wait a couple more minutes. Nobody budges. Are you okay? Do you need a moment? I use a tone of voice as if I'm talking to a small child. The executor nods, wiping a thick line of snot onto his sleeve. It takes everything in me not to cringe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dad didn't say all this stuff would be involved. He just said that I had to read the... Bro, I understand. This part would have... Alfred would have been boohooing and crying too if I was up there, probably. And then everyone would be happy and leave. But I can't even do that much right. I was born an only child to 2 loving parents. As I grew up surrounded by my father's and mother's love, I didn't realize that the world outside was so cold. That families could know each other so little that something like this could even happen. So unforgiving to someone like me. Yes, my house was so warm. Only full of love and joy. But soon... Bro, why are we getting his backstory? No, this is really how it be though. Oh my gosh. When you don't like talking to people, you be the main ones that people will come up to and just start telling their whole life story to you. It's ridiculous. But soon came the day where I finally left for kindergarten. The stranger clears their throat, clearly losing patience. Looks like you dropped that. The executor's eyes glance towards the paper, thrown off from his life story, but clearly not wanting to make an effort to pick up the paper. Let me get that for you. Well, no use in crying and spilt milk. Bro, what? I say we just carry forward, as all good men do. Am I right, Mr. Executor? The executor nods, sniffling away his tears, his final tears. Yes, let's carry on. He holds up the paper. There are water splotches all over it. Ink streaks and blots stain the sheet. Let's just get started here. Article 3, Pet Care Directives. All references in this will to my pets shall refer to the animals listed below and any other pets or domestic animals of mine that are living at the time of my death. As of the date of this will, my pets are the dog. Uh-oh. The executor holds up the paper, a tear splotched, residing where the dog's name should be. Mr. Landon, you wouldn't happen to remember your father's dog's name, would you? Huh? Why would I know? Well, you were nominated as the dog's caregiver. You've got to be kidding me. Dad had a dog? Yes, he included a picture here somewhere. The executor pulls out a picture of the dog. That thing is still alive! I thought it died decades ago. I will never forget the stench of that accursed creature. Jim is listed as the nominated caregiver if Landon is unwilling to serve. The executor passes the page to the stranger and I across the table. The stranger is fully checked out at this point, as if I'm not even there. I picked up the paper. Don't let them boss you around, are they what? Don't cry. The executor looks at me hopefully, passing a pen across the table. Can you write in your father's dog's name? Surely you remember. My family members look at me expectantly, aside from Landon, who scrolls on his phone. What's Lloyd's dog name? Cookie. I passed the paper to the executor. Cookie is a very apt name for this, thing. Oh, one more thing about Cookie. The executor passes the paper over and I grab it, seeing as the stranger wants something to do with it. It seems that the area below was erased as well. I look a bit lower. I give my pet caregiver the sum of... I blench. How is the executor so naive to basically pass me a blank paycheck? I can write any money amount I want. How much? What? Bro, I don't know. How much would it take to take care of an old dog? Are you really asking me how much? That's crazy. I can't do this. Can I just... I look at the page thinking, what is the best amount to put here? I don't know! I scrawled the amount on the paper and passed it to the executor. Alright, let's see. I give my pet giver the sum of $500. Yeah, sorry, bro. I run a business podcast and these numbers ain't crunching. I don't do dog content. Jim is on the paper. Give them to the dog. They can totally give Cookie a good life. Eat all the garbage it wants. I know that's a terrible amount, but I didn't know what the heck to put. And then, like, I don't know where the money's coming from either. Like, if it's coming from his bank account, I don't want to take too much. We don't even know what the amount is. Maybe get some dental implants. I don't have the room to take care of an animal properly. Cookie looks like a perfect companion for you. I look at the stranger meaningfully. I don't think Jim can take care of the dog. The stranger's eyes widen in understanding. Ah, yes, I don't believe in confining a dog to a small living space. It should be free to roam amongst other dogs in nature, not to be tied down by human ego and what we deem to be as correct. Mr. Executor, as it were, you seem to be the type of guy who appreciates a Cookie. If I, Jim, were to obtain Cookie, I will certainly gift it to you as a sign of goodwill and appreciation for your hard work. I don't think... No, I will not hear of it any longer. Well, but Dad won't let me have a dog. Didn't it say on the sticky note, don't let them give you a dog or something? We should carry on. Time's a wasting. Oh, okay. The executor flips to the next page. Now, we have the bequeathment. Everyone perks up a bit. Looks like 3 prestigious collections of Lloyd's will be bequeathed. Bequeathed? I don't know. The executor looks at me, slides the paper over. My job was once again to fill in the splotches. Oh my gosh. What were Dad's 3 collections? What? Pokemon cards. Comic books. Marvel. Marvel comics and what else? Boats. Wait. What the heck do you call the small boats? Legos. Let's say Legos. Yeah, why not? I finished filling in the collections to the best of my knowledge. That was certainly a strange man. I passed the paper to the executor. Ah, well, of course. I certainly remember my father mentioning Lloyd's expansive Marvel Comics collection. What are the others? It seems like Pokemon cards and Legos. Who knew Lloyd would have such peculiar tastes? It seems the receivers of these gifts are Landon, Jim, and Hunter. But, who gets what seems to be obscured by, he's refusing to say his own tears. Well, it's obvious who's getting what. Is it? Yeah, like, not even a question. Landon gets Marvel Comics collection. Landon fist pumps in the air. Yeah, thanks, Pops. You really did know me best. I can't wait to show off all my Marvel Comics to the foot fanatics. Oh man, they're just gonna be green with jealousy. I was a bit surprised. I had no idea Landon was into Marvel Comics so much. And, sorry, who was this Hunter person? Aunt Lissa points to me questioningly. Aunt Lissa, I'm Jim. So they say. I shoot a quick glare at the stranger. Hunter is your son? Excuse me, Hunter? It's pronounced Huntier, like the ancient Roman pastime? What a lovely name for a lovely... Stranger squints a bit. Child? They stare a bit unsure of themselves. Have they never seen a child before? Well, Huntier is surely gifted the Legos collection. What? Why? A child doesn't seem like they'll be interested in things like Legos. A collection of Legos def sells for a ton of money on eBay. That's so funny. And my brother would have wanted us to have a nice nest egg for Huntier's Princeton education. I'm not sure Legos sell for a lot of money. Oh, sure it does, Aunt Lissa. You always have an eye for the savvy. So that means Jim gets a Pokemon card collection. Well, I've always wanted a collection of Pokemon cards. Of course, it fits you so well. The stranger looks offended. It does? Lyndon looks up. Yeah, I can see it. You don't already collect Pokemon cards? Yeah, you look like someone who knows a lot about Pokemon cards. You should come on the cast and talk all about them. Yes, of course. I love Pokemon cards so much. They strain out through a pained smile. The whole collection of Marvel comics sounds like a dream. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. Jim, what was Lloyd's favorite place? His favorite place? Well, it was... Oh my gosh. Let's say Five Guys. Well, I've always wanted to visit Five Guys, Sam. Now that we have all that sorted out, there's one last thing to cover. As far as body, Lloyd will request his ashes to be dispersed. And Five Guys, everyone looks around at each other. His body? Yes, doesn't parent it as well. Is there something wrong with that? Everyone begins to sweat a bit. How do you mean? Well, if his ashes are not spread there, his will become void. What? I feel like something... No, everything will go swimmingly. We just need to sort out some small issues first. But by God, we will be giving Lloyd his final requested resting place at Five Guys. Why did he want that so badly? Seems kind of strange to me. Lloyd met his wife at Five Guys. When she was alive, they would go back to visit every year and partake in fishing. You got to be kidding me. This is like freaking, what's it, Mad Labs, Mad Libs? This is like what I'm experiencing right now. I never saw the Hula Bulu? What the? About Five Guys. Five Guys is good. Okay, they got some good burgers. The fries are fantastic. Anyway, but Lloyd said that there was no better place to fish with a beautiful woman. Yeah, no better place to fish than Five Guys. The stranger wipes away a crocodile's ear. What a touching story, Grandma. I surely would like to visit Five Guys on my inheritance and pay respects to Dad and Mom's memory. Is it even legal to spread ashes at Five Guys? I would imagine probably not. What? I don't know. Of course, and I will be the ones to do it with expediencies. Wasn't Lloyd buried in a casket during his funeral? I didn't even think about that. The stranger starts to talk at an increased pace. Oh, darling Moth, these days empty caskets are buried all the time. It's a formality for the esteemed men. Oh, is that so? I can see the stranger break a sweat. Of course, of course. Oh, darn it. Now that I think about it, I don't think Five Guys is open until the weekend. That's not true. So it may be a few days until we can spread his ashes. Well, that should be fine. It doesn't have to be done with any immediacy. The stranger visibly relaxes. The executor's phone rings loudly, some obnoxious tune while vibrating against the table. Ah! It's Dad! He frantically reaches for the phone, but nothing seems to register in his sweaty fingers. It slips through his grasp, hitting the floor hard enough that the screen goes black. He incoherently scrambles on the floor trying to find his phone with sad desperation. You've got to be kidding me. Finally, with the phone in grasp, he raises up triumphantly. He desperately turns it back on, tears swelling in his eyes as the undamaged screen shines white. It's okay. Perhaps we should take a little break. I need to make a call, and reception here is a bit bad. The shaken man runs outside with his phone clutched in his slimy hand. The stranger gets up immediately, leaving for the restroom. I don't trust him to not be up to something. I decide to follow the stranger. I follow them through the hallway, where the stranger enters the restroom. I wait outside. A few moments later, I start to get desperate and press my ear up against the door. I hear a strange noise. I can't quite make out what it is. I decide to enter. I enter the restroom where the stranger is looking towards my entrance with a confident smile. As they were waiting for me. What took you so long? Don't be too hard on yourself for being overwhelmed. The stranger gestures to themselves dramatically. Most people are... Yeah, okay. They lean up against the counter with a forced casual nature as if we were old friends. Look, why don't you just sit this one out? It's clearly not going your way. There's no shame in quitting. Well, there is. But you're used to it by now, aren't you? They stick out their lower lip in a mocking pout. Can't you just leave? Why are you doing this? What do you even want? They throw their head back in a boisterous laugh, then looks at me deadpan in the eye. Isn't it obvious? I want everything. I want the money, I want the real estate. Hell, I'll even find a way to sell the Marvel Comics collection off. Maybe I'll even get the Pokemon cards and Lego collections too. If I want. I'm sure I could find a use for them. Not the dog though. I have a huge image to protect. Point being, if I want it, I'm going to have it. And you can't stop me. But why me? The stranger sputters out the first genuine laugh I've heard from them. Are you joking? Look at yourself. You're the easiest mark I've ever seen. You're lucky I'm the one that got to you first. I know at least 3 guys who would have had your kidneys by now. They argue up and down, amusement painted on their face. Ah, and hell, you probably would have thanked them too. Excuse you? They laugh at their own joke. After dotting the tears away from their eyes, they straighten back up. Ah, well, this was a nice little chat. I'm gonna get back out there. Feel free to continue embarrassing yourself if you like. The stranger walks over to pass me on their way to the door. Well, go get him, Tiger. Up top. The stranger raises their hand up for a high five. Absolutely not. Out of instinct, I try to give them one? Ha, too easy. Are you serious? Why the heck would you try to give this person a high five after what they're doing to you? You got me all the way messed up. The stranger exits through the door, leaving me to bask in shame, hand impotently hanging in the air. Landon emerges from the stall, eyes redder than ever. Oh my gosh, bruh. Whoa, now that was cringe. He gives my raised high five a slap on his way out. I take a second alone in the restroom to collect my thoughts. There is no way I can let the stranger get away with this now. I exit the restroom with a renewed determination.